Hi, and welcome to Ottawa English. I'm Angela. Today we're going to look at a template for Speaking Task 3 in CELPIP, where you're asked to describe a picture. So when you're doing this question, you want to make sure you get your prepositions right. We use in for all of our corners and the middle of the picture. So it's in the middle, it's in the top left corner, in the top right corner, in the bottom right corner, and in the bottom left corner. We use at for the back and the front. So at the back, at the front. And we use on for each of the sides, on the left and on the right. When you're talking about this picture, you want to think about a couple of things that have happened. So you're using your present perfect tense to give the depth of time to your response, and especially if you're aiming for an 8 or a 9 or above. So to do that, you want to think about what that picture looked like without the people in it. Okay, so here we can see that in the morning, the park was empty. Therefore, a family has arrived, and that's your present perfect. You could say they have spread a blanket on the ground. Again, that gives you that present perfect. They have brought food with them. We can see that little box of apples. And some puffy white clouds have appeared in the sky. So you're thinking about what's different from what happened this morning. Now, they don't provide you with that before picture, but if you just imagine that picture as what it looked like first thing in the morning, it'll help you to think about some present perfect ideas that will give you the points for that depth of time. So when we talk about the picture, we want to have an introduction. We want to talk about 2 or 3 areas of activity. 2 if you can do a lot of detail, 3 if you don't have a lot of detail and have more time to fill, and then a little conclusion. So here we would give the background about the picture. This is a picture of a family picnic on a beautiful summer day. The family has brought a picnic with them and has spread a blanket on the ground to sit on. That gives us an introduction. Then we have our first area of activity. The mother has opened a book and is reading it to her daughter. Her daughter hasn't sat down yet, but seems very interested in the story. First activity is done. Second activity, behind them, the father is playing with his son. He has brought a ball and a frisbee with him so that he can keep the little boy entertained. And that gives us our second area of activity. And then we want a third area of activity here. So they have also brought a badminton racket, although no one is playing with it. It's just lying on the blanket in front of the mother and daughter. That gives us our third area of activity. And then we can go on to our conclusion. I hope I've given you a clear picture or a clear idea of what is happening in the picture. That gives us our conclusion. So there are 3 key things to remember when you prepare for this. The first is that use there is and there are rather than I can see. I can see is level 1 English. There is and there are is level 3 English. Practice describing a variety of pictures before your test, because before your test you can make sure you've got the vocabulary to describe the things in the pictures. And use the present perfect to give your response some added depth. So those prepositions give you the depth in the picture, but if you use the present perfect, you're also giving your examiner the depth of time. Always have a nice introduction. Aim for 2 or 3 activities and a conclusion. You always want to have a nice structure. If you're about to take your test, best of luck. But if you need a little bit of help getting ready, do give me a call at 613-614-6460. I offer tutoring. I also do writing and speaking correction if you'd like to send me your sound files that you've recorded. and I'll give you feedback within 24 hours so you know exactly what you need to fix. You can also contact me through my website at www.ottawa-english.com. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.